Spreads. I wanted to talk to you today about tarot spreads. One of the hardest things about being a professional reader is the sheer diversity of the questions I get asked. I don't have one spread. I don't base my readings on the Celtic Cross or any other particular spread. I usually adapt my favourite spreads to fit the question I'm being asked. Because at the end of the day, if you come to a tarot reader, you want the answer to your question. And to do that, you need the right spread. My most adaptable spread is a spread that I call Tarot Conversation, and I'm going to demonstrate it now. So I'm going to ask about publishing a tarot book. I've got some ebooks self-published. I really want to aim for a physical book next. So you shuffle the cards, contemplate the question. I always like to cut the cards, so that's really up to you. And then you lay down 3 cards to represent what you've asked about. So the moon, I am definitely anxious about having a physical book. Once it's published, you can't go back and change it. But this would also suggest the moon is reflected light. So that would suggest I haven't got all the information I need right now. Ace of Swords, thanks for that. Clarity, yeah. Sometimes the cards are amusing. Seven of Cups, was having the moon and the Seven of Cups there, that would suggest that I haven't quite got my idea right yet. Go back to the drawing board, as it were, rearrange things. So you have your 3 cards there, you read them, you understand that mini spread, and then you shuffle the rest of the pack and you decide what you want to ask next. It could be advice. It could be a mini prediction. Where will I be in 3 months' time if I do this? I'm going to, and you tailor the next question based on what you've already read. That would suggest that I can do it, but I haven't got what I need yet. So I'm going to ask now, should I focus on my online courses for the next 3 months and park, as it were, my physical book for a while? So I've shuffled with my new layer of the reading. You know I like to cut. Lay out another 3 cards. These are not past, present and future. These are just 3 cards to focus. So, I mean, nobody's particularly happy to see the Tower. The Emperor is usually self-discipline and a structure. And the Queen of Pentacles is Queen of Home and Hearth. I would say, looking at this, I'm going to relate the Tower very specifically to my business because that's what I'm asking about. I would say that taking on board doing the book now is too much for me because Queen of Pentacles is the mother card and I do have 4 children. That doing the online course is going to inspire me to restructure, because the Emperor is structure, my book, and that focusing on the online course and being a mum as well as everything else I do is enough. So that would suggest that parking, as it were, my book for the next 3 months is a good idea. If I move that slightly. So you can see how you layer up the reading. So I'm going to say, okay, I've got that. I believe I've understood that message. Shuffle again. Shuffle the rest of the deck and ask the next level of your question. So I'm going to focus for the next 3 months on really doing my online course. And I think maybe autumn would be a good time after holidays to focus on then publishing a physical book when hopefully my online course is completed and I've had feedback on it. What is the prediction for my online book if I follow that? And can you see how this interview of the tarot deck allows you to change what you're asking based on what the tarot cards have told you? So it's my most flexible tarot spread. Because when you're doing a face-to-face, and I'll stop shuffling because I'm not focusing, when I do a face-to-face tarot spread, very often, as I'm reading, my client will say, oh, and And I need a spread that can allow me to include those new questions. Oh, and can I just ask, and what about this? And I really want to do the job, but will it affect my relationship with my boyfriend? And will I get enough money? And so I need a spread that will adjust to the new questions that my clients almost always ask. So, refocus. What happens if I develop my online course, integrate the feedback from clients, and then re-aim to look at my physical book come the autumn. Shuffle. You know I like to cut. Another 3 cards. Oh, it's always nice to see. Page Swords, that is my writing card. 9 of Pentacles. What a difference. What a difference going from the Tower, which I must admit even I was a bit like, ooh, to coming down to here. And what a difference. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords, we've got a brilliant idea, but with the Moon and the 7 of Cups, it's just not quite clarified yet. There's edges, there's holes that need to be filled. It's not right. Being self-disciplined and focusing on my online course, being a mum, I think I'm going to change the structure of the book. The book at the moment is basically the course that I've been teaching for several years now. And that will allow me to write a book that is much more successful than if I wrote it now.